How you doing? This is Jeff Brown with Brown-Krav Maga. So I want to talk to you a little bit about our program and basically the importance of commitment and training in order to become proficient at combatives. Now, unlike a lot of traditional martial arts, our approach in our Krav Maga program is fast, effective, brutal, and realistic combatives for today's world. Now, there's a lot of martial arts systems out there that are a little bit more focused on traditions and preserving, original forms in kata and waza based on how they were taught hundreds, if not even thousands of years ago. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, in today's world, people don't fight in a traditional manner. In fact, unconventional warfare is kind of the theme of our world today. Terrorism relies on unconventional warfare. It is not battlefield combat like it used to be. You're not having an army on this side line up and an army on this side and they just meet in the middle. Things have changed. So with that in mind, we have to understand that we have to change our tactics to meet the unique needs and issues as well as dilemmas that we're presented with in today's world. Okay, we're not fighting like samurai on horses or in large groups with spears. We're no longer fighting in that way. We're not lining up with muskets and aiming at a line directly in front of us. So we have to evolve, we have to adapt, we have to have the mindset that maybe change is a good thing. Now, in order for you to be successful in training, you have to establish a foundation. You have to build roots in what you're doing. There's a lot of people that jump from school to school, style to style, and I've been guilty of that myself. I've learned a lot of different things, and I've found that it's harder to get root and to build a foundation when my attention's so divided. So in our classes, our focus in Krav Maga is combatives. It is not tradition, it is not trying to be like somebody else, but it's to how to find what works for you as an individual student within the realm of combatives. Now, in order to do that, you're going to need to train. You're going to need to attend class. Let me make it clear that a belt and a certificate will not save your rear end in the real world in a real fight with a real violent individual. Okay, titles, ranks, certificates, and all this hoopla that's going on in the martial arts world today will not do you any good if you're not training. Okay, you may have been great at one time, you may have practiced a lot, but if you're not training, you are not going to be prepared for violence, and that's just a reality. So we want to see you in class, we want to see you training, we want to work these dilemmas, and we want to give you ideas and concepts and options that will help save your life. If you only come to class every once in a while, you're not going to be prepared for the reality of violence in today's world. Okay? Some of the things that we're going to cover in our combatives class with Krav Maga as kind of the underlying theme is firearms, sticks, and knives. We're going to talk about blunt objects, we're going to talk about projectile objects, and we're going to talk about close quarter combat. If you're not training and you're not preparing, and you're spending all your time watching YouTube and how to do these things, then you are probably not going to be prepared for the real thing. You have to get to class, you have to train. That's the only way that you're going to get good and get proficient at even having a remote chance of survival in a real life or death situation. So again, this is Jeff Brown with Brown-Krav Maga. We'll see you in class.